In this video, we'll cover step 6 of laying out the form controls in the HTML template. All right, so let's go ahead and move back over to our checkout component.html. Right now, we simply have checkout works, and we need to actually put our real form here to show some real form data for the checkout form. So I'll make a small mod here on my div. I'll make use of that new CSS style or that updated CSS style, and I'll add page M because we need that for just some of the cosmetic layouts here for our form. So we'll set up divs here for the section and the container. And now we'll get down to business and actually start creating our form. And we use form group in square brackets, and we give a reference to checkout form group. I'll do some quick cleanup here on the divs at the bottom. So now this form group, that's the name of the property from our component class. So remember earlier when we created our checkout component.ts, we had a property called checkout form group. So those two items have to match up. And so remember, a form group is a collection of form controls or other groups. So we'll add a customer form group and also a submit button. And we'll add more form groups later, but this is just enough to kind of get us started. So I'll set up this form group name customer, and that's the actual name of the key that's in the form group. So again, from that coding that we created earlier, we had customer : this form builder, blah, blah, blah. That's the actual reference there, and those two items have to match up. So we're basically binding this form to the actual properties or fields in our backend component.ts file. So now I'd simply do some HTML work here for setting up our H3 for customer, and then I'll define a row, and this row will be for first name. So I'll have a label here for first name and also an input field for the actual first name. Alrighty, so there's our input form control name of first name and the input type of text. So again, that's the name of the form control in our form group, first name. And again, they match up because we're doing data binding between this form and our actual component.ts file. Alrighty, so I'll just move down here at the bottom and I'll add a submit button. All right, so that looks pretty good for our submit button. Let's go ahead and swing into our browser and take a look at this. All right, so just add some items to our cart. Scroll down to the bottom here, do the checkout. Be sure to scroll up and we should see this new form piece that we just added in, customer and first name. So that's the basics. We'll kind of repeat the process X number of times, but at least we have the basic layout in place. So I'd like to say, good job.